Hey, seekers, welcome back. We're going to be checking what is blocking your love life. We're going to do all signs. Um, and we're actually going to go by your moon or Venus sign. Now, it's not mandatory. You may, of course, watch for your sun or rising or Jupiter or Mars, anything you feel inclined to, guided to, and connected to. But specifically, the moon and Venus signs, I feel like can be very reflective as to what might be blocking you in your love life. Okay, in your emotional space, and maybe outside of you. It could be something inner. It could be something outer. We'll see. It could be a person. I don't know. It could be anything. I'll be working with the Rider Waite Tarot deck. Thank you so much for joining me. Before we begin, I will go through all the signs, of course. Be sure to give this video the thumbs up. If you're new, subscribe, join the existential shift. Speaking of, I created a new merchandise. It's a watch band. It doesn't come with the watch itself, it's just the bands, but it's beautiful. It's white vegan leather, so very high quality, very pretty, and it says X shift timeline. I made this because I wanted a reminder, a constant reminder actually, to stay on top of my desired frequency. Hello, Jennifer. Thank you for joining. I'm so happy that you're here. I'm happy you're here too. Yeah, guys, feel free to let me know where you're tuning in from, what zodiac sign you are. If you're live, do it in the chat. If you're watching the recording, do it in the comment section. Um, I'm going to start with Aries and move through the wheel. And what else? Oh, be sure to check out our sister channel to the Existential Shift, On Board the Shift, especially if you like the 13th Element videos. That's where I'm going to post them from here on. So all my extra teachings and rants that don't include divination, but might be about or vicariously in regards to sometimes, will be over there on board the ship. So be sure to check it out if you want. Okay, so let's get started. I didn't light a candle. Oh my goodness. What an amateur. Okay, so let's just take a moment, chillax. And see what messages you need to receive. Okay. So, what is blocking your love? Let's start with Aries, Moon, and Venus. Aries, Moon, and Venus. So, my seekers with a Moon in Aries or Venus in Aries. What is blocking their love life? What is blocking your love life? Moon, Venus, and Aries. What is blocking your love life? What is blocking your love life? Interesting. They're taking a pause. Maybe you're taking a pause. Maybe your spirit wants you to take a pause. Okay, I have one card out. One more card. What is blocking Aries, Moon, and Venus love life? Interesting. We have Page of Wands and Nine of Swords. Okay, let me look at this. Okay, you ready for this? So, Moon, Venus, Aries, Moon or Venus. You don't have to have both of them, right? It's interesting because there's what is seemingly surface level blocking you that is actually covering a deeper blockage. So this is the surface level blockage. You want to be free. You want to explore. You want to experience. You want to date around, see what life brings you, meet people, have fun. Now, that's what you're telling yourself. Okay. This seemingly not wanting to mature or to grow up or to settle or to give yourself to someone. And this is where it leads to the deeper underlined reason that is more subconscious and more hidden from you, which is an absolute fear and anxiety of getting hurt. So you don't tell yourself you're terrified of getting hurt. You are, but your psyche is generating an easier seemingly blocking situation for you to say to yourself, because that's something that you can maintain. It's not something you are pushed to work on or deal with, because, well, sometimes it's just the case. Sometimes we just want to have fun and explore and be free and be out there and outgoing and experimental, and whatever will be, and so so it's easier to stay in that condition because it's not an issue, right? But if you admit how much in pain you are when it comes to your love life, how hurt you've been, and how scared you are to feel that again, you'll actually have to go there and deal with it and tell yourself that that's the reason why you won't commit or won't try or create sabotage disguised as, oh, I just want to be, doing my thing. Okay, so if you think to yourself that the reason you don't have a meaningful relationship, or if there's like, or you're in a relationship but there's difficulties there, and you explain it to yourself with either your person is too light on their feet, or you're just in that place and time in life, you're just really scared of getting hurt. So this is a deep wound. So what I recommend, Aries moon and Aries Venus, is to really go into the memories of past relationships and hurts, especially if there has been any sort of really like actual trauma. And first of all, feel the pain of it if you have not already. Allow yourself to be hurt by it if you have not already. Um, or if there's more to feel, then do so. And second of all, do a soul retrieval process. You can imagine situations where in which you really got hurt. Maybe you found out that you were cheated on. Maybe someone broke up with you in a very painful manner. Whatever the case may be, go back to the situation in your mind and imagine literally the energy that was taken from you in that situation, where you're taking it back. I'm taking my energy back. Because when we experience very painful situations in all fields, not just love life, our psyche detaches itself from the emotional situation to cope, to deal, to because it's too much, and the system needs to handle whatever is happening, so it can't feel all the pain. So it kind of fragments itself from itself and gets split. And that's also partly why you think this is the block, but this is actually the block. You see? And if you'll do the soul retrieval process of retaining your energy, calling it in, these aspects, these layers of blockage will merge into one. It will be get closer to your conscious level, and you'll be able to work on it or at least relieve it. Hi, Zebra Libra. Thank you for joining. Okay, that was deep. Good luck, Aries. Taurus moon and Taurus Venus. What is blocking you in love? What is blocking your love life from happening, from coming, from being? What is blocking my Taurus seekers, moon and Venus? Again, you can watch other placements, of course. But I thought it would be fun to focus on this because I knew it will bring out more like this, like this type of message that we just had for Aries, things that are more intense. Um, what is blocking Taurus, Moon, and Venus in their love life? Taurus. Interesting. You have 8 of Cups in the upright and 8 of Wands in the reverse. Okay. When you leave, you don't truly leave. What do I mean by that? So maybe, hey, Gugu, welcome. Gugu, go, go, not Gugu. Gugu, what? Go, go. Okay. So let's say you're in a situation and it's not beneficial to you, or it's not working out, or it's not leading anywhere, and you decide to move away from it and you leave. So you stop contact and you don't interact, but in your mind, you're still there. You stay stuck. So you tell the person that it's not working out, that it's not good for you, whatever the case may be. You move away, you move on, you release, you do the actions, but your mind is constantly either in conversation with this person, thinking about this person, or about the situation, or what has happened between the two of you. You're recycling the conversation, the narratives. You're still there energetically and mentally. So you don't really get released. So my advice will be interesting and seemingly counterintuitive. If you're, because what you think I would say is, hey, leave completely and free your mind for it, right? But it's easier said than done. If you were able to do that, you would already have done that. Your mind seems to be in this cyclical um, place that it's somewhat stuck. So I'm gonna give you an opposite, um, message, which is stay there as long as your mind is in it. So you exhaust your own mind from wanting to be there. I know it's like when you want to stop eating something, okay, and you just stop eating it, you will constantly think about it and crave it and want it, as opposed to if you just shove your face 24/7 for an entire week with just that and not eat anything else. After a week or a few days, you will never want to eat that thing ever again. Right? It's a reverse psychology on the psyche and on the mechanism, and it works. So let's say someone is not good for you, or you're not interested, or maybe it's more applicable to cases in which you are interested, but it's not working. They're not. It's I don't know. They're not giving you what you need, whatever the case may be. Instead of doing the seemingly actually like smart, mature thing and just tell them, "Hey, I'm sorry, it's not working," and moving on, that doesn't work for you apparently. Um, Stay in it as long as you're in your head thinking about them and feeling them. Stay in the dynamic with them, and exhaust that interaction from the mental to the reality, like expressing the reality with actually interacting with them, having those conversations actually with them and those situations, and that will allow you to act, and that will break that that infinity cycle naturally, and your brain would not want to think about it anymore. And it will just and then once and then when it's done, you'll be really done with it and free and away from it. It's a form of energy work that can be helpful when the mind is playing tricks on you, or isn't listening to you, or getting the best of you. Go go, love this. Good evening, everyone. Thank you. Good evening. Where are you tuning from? I like these messages. It's interesting. It goes into the energetic, spiritual, psyche, energy work. Well, Gemini, Moon, and Venus. So my seekers with a Gemini Moon and or Gemini Venus, what is blocking your love life? What is currently blocking your love life? This one, this two. We just had for Taurus 8-8, and now for Gemini we have 4-4, Four of Wands and Four of Cups. Northern Ireland, that is so cool. Welcome from Ireland. Ah, I used to work in Ireland. I worked there for like 2 months. I was a framer sold frames for oil paintings, and I also did the framing itself. Never mind. It was a long time ago. Had a lot of fun. I want to visit Ireland again. Okay, Gemini. What is blocking you for your love life? Four of Wands and Four of Cups. Let me look. I'm picking that some of you might be in a relationship or in a marriage or in a commitment, and you have doubts if it's your person. Amy Jagger, welcome. Hello, good advice so far on both Aries and Taurus. Thank you. Um, you would love a free reading. Who wouldn't? I don't give free readings, my love. You can read the description below, and if you want to book one, you're welcome to do so. Okay, back to Gemini. So, you know what? Maybe I wasn't clear and it's my bad. So, um, hold on. Es suficiente con la vida cualquier. Hi, Vanya. Welcome. Amy, no, it does not. There's absolutely nowhere in which it says free. Don't gaslight me. And now I don't want to give you a reading. Okay. So, Gemini. Some of you I'm picking up are possibly already in a relationship and you have like this something committed of some sort. Um, and you have doubts on whether or not it's your true person, your true calling, your true future. You don't know if you're in the right place. And that's something that I'm not supposed to heal for you because there's nothing wrong with you. Love is something that you either feel or you don't, and it's a very personal thing. So if you don't feel like it's your person, and if you don't feel like that's the one you want to be with, there's nothing I'm supposed to fix, or there's nothing I'm supposed to guide you through. It's just a matter of you recognizing how you truly feel and following through with that. Um, and I think if this is coming up like that, then it could be that you're not listening to yourself, right? Because this also shows self-doubt, of not believing how you feel. So I'm not saying if you have like doubts that are based in fear, those are not things you need to those are things, I'm sorry, that you can absolutely work on and figure out where they're coming from. But I'm not picking up on doubts that are based in fear. If you have those, then work on the fear, sure. But I'm picking up on something that is actually like there's nothing wrong there, surface level or seemingly. It's just maybe you're just not feeling it. So if you're in a situation in your life, Gemini's moons and Venus, where you're having like emotional based, like love based doubts, then you should honor them and listen to them and see what they tell you. The blockage, it's not that something is blocking you in love, as it is that maybe you're not in love. Okay. Because if the two of you are really, really in love and there are issues, okay, what are those issues? What is the blockage? If you're not feeling it, if you're not if you're there for the stability, if you're there for the household, if you're there for the status, if you're there for whatever reason, right? Um, that's not love-based reasons. Those are all just life's too short. I don't know why people do that, honestly. Okay. I hope this was helpful, Gemini. I pretty much directed it back to you because it looks like you're very conscientious to yourself. You just don't like the fact that you're not feeling something for your spouse, for your current situation. Um, okay, I just had a person completely not know how to read instructions. It says that after I finish the 12 signs, I give readings to my seekers that they book. If you don't understand how to read, don't put it on me. I'm not your mom. I'm not your friend. I don't know you. Don't talk to me like that. I don't care if you're subscribed or unsubscribed. You're acting like a brat, and that's on you. So read again or learn how to read what is written. And if you understand what it is that you want to understand, that is on you, not on anyone else. Okay? There is absolutely nowhere in the description or in the chat or anywhere that says free, quite the opposite. I'm good at what I do. I love what I do. I have enough people who appreciate it. If you want to act like a brat, that's your prerogative, but you're welcome to do it somewhere else. You're not threatening me with this whole unsubscribing thing. Boo the fuck who? Guys, I'm not here as a kindergarten teacher, and I'm not here to please every single one of you. You're not threatening me with, oh, I'm not going to like you or I'm not going to subscribe to you. I don't care. I care about those of you who are able to do the work. If you don't know how to read, that's fine. I'm willing to help you figure it out, but don't be rude. Don't be rude and don't argue. Okay? She asked once, I said no. She asked twice, I said no. She argued and then she insults me. Unacceptable. Absolutely unacceptable. And I really hope that everyone is watching right now is hopefully inspired by this to set healthy boundaries, to not be gaslit, and to not allow pampered people to shame you just because they are pampered. Don't let that slide, and definitely never be ashamed to call that shit out. Like, no, don't do that to yourself. Okay? At this point, with all the Saturnian work, if you have such disrespect to healthy boundaries and to people honoring themselves and being clear with what they write, if you have such level of disrespect, you're in for a ride. That's all I have to say. Okay? You're in for a ride. William Wood, hello Morgan. Hello, William. Thank you for joining. Okay. So we did Gemini, Cancer. My Cancerian, Moon in Cancer or Venus in Cancer? Cancer. No, we just finished Gemini. Now I'm moving into Cancer. Two cards, $30. Three cards, $40. Three cards plus date of birth, $50. Is it for free? But it says it's free. No, the word free is not on it, and there's literally price tags. But it says after all the signs. Amy, honey, no. You got to get a grip. If you do that to me, I don't know what you're doing to people in your life and how it affects you vicariously eventually and how it circles back to you. Lori, hello, Morgane. I like that you keep healthy boundaries. You go. Oh, thank you, Lori. I appreciate that. I want you guys to have healthy boundaries too. So, what better way than to set an example, right? What is blocking Cancer, Moon, and Venus in their love life? What is blocking Cancer, Moon, and Venus in their love life? Page of Swords and Ten of Wands. Vanya, I love your realness and non-BS attitude. Thank you. I appreciate that. No, like if it was really confusing, it's one thing, but it's like so, like you have a menu. What else? It's like, but it's actually very reflective to what's going on in society today. Like people don't listen at all. All they do is hear what they want. They're only in their own desired ego. This is what I want, so this is what I'm going to read. And if I'm not going to get it, I'm going to be angry and I'm going to gaslit the person and make them look like the bad guy. It's that victim aggressor approach. It's so toxic. So toxic. April, I mean, you are doing free readings for each signs right now. True. Thank you very much. You're welcome. And that's very poignant and very true. Thank you for saying that, April. Um, Astrates Green Star. Greetings from Greece. Love it. Welcome from Greece. Okay. So thank you guys for being patient with me and hanging out with me. That's kind of what I like about lives. Cancer, you received Cancer, Moon, and Venus. You received Page of Swords and Ten of Wands as a blockage. So the first thing that comes to my mind is it's kind of something along the lines of wanting to know everything about the person that you're dealing with. So you're prepared or you know what you're dealing with, of course. But then all that knowledge overwhelms you and confuses you and kind of ironically distances yourself from actually getting to know them. So maybe you're trying to get to know someone or the people you're potentially going to become involved with or considering through their social media, through their exterior expression, like things that are surface level. Okay, it's their status, it's their social media profile, it's their presence online. How many followers do they have? What do they say? What do they comment? What are their postings like? And you're trying to kind of get an image of who this person is, and you build some sort of an image or a picture that is really far from the actual reality of their heart or of their essence, because we all have it gets through so many, it goes through so many screening, like from the heart to what we see on the screen. And of course it's a part of the person, but it's not the wholesomeness of the person. um Vanya, you're doing this through tarot reading, so that can definitely much apply if you're like reading about the person again and again, asking questions and getting all kinds of mixed information, confusing information. What better way than to just talk to the person and get to know them and experience them? Um, yeah. Astraze, I want to book a reading, but can I choose the deck? Not really. I mean, I do have a plethora of decks, but I'm not gonna bring them all here to show you and to have you choose from them. I'm working today. You know what? You can choose either the Rider Waite that I'm working with right now or the Light Seers Tarot. Okay, so if you want to choose any of these two decks, absolutely go right ahead. Um, So Cancer, the advice is also another thing that I'm picking up. It could be the other way around. The way you're presenting yourself on social media might be threatening to potential love interests in some way, shape, or form, or they're not sure how to read you or how to understand you. There's something that creates a, I'm literally picking up on a screen between you and a love interest or potential love interest. So if you're on the other side of it, drop the research, get to know the person. If you're on the screen, try to go over it and see what is it about the way you present yourself that might serve as a problem for potential people, because that could be the thing. Okay. Ponce Papas, don't be scared. Who should, of course, but who should not be scared of what? But I agree, don't be scared. Hold on, let me fix the light before I move to Leo. Okay. Is it fixed? I think so, yeah. Okay. All right. Thank you, Cancers. I hope this was helpful. Um, and and like you said, Vanya, it could definitely apply to making like multiple readings about a person. Have like one or two good readings and then go back to it. Okay. Look at the cards again or write them down and refer to them back. Um, April. Oh, thank you for doing a moderator thing. Appreciate that. Thank you, April. Okay. So Leo. Leo moon and Venus in Leo. What is blocking my Leos in love? What is blocking my Leos in love? You need to fix your hair, Leo. Just kidding. Your hair is perfect. What is blocking Leo Moon and Leo or Leo Venus in love? Something needs to be cleansed out of your system, I'm picking up. Let go of, so you can make room for someone. What is blocking Leo Moon and Venus in love life? This one. One more card. What is blocking Leo for love life? Your past. Literally, I picked up on something to let go of. Six of Cups and Four of Cups. You're really scared of letting go of the past, um, of what you thought was meant to be. So maybe some of you are separated or broken up or divorced. Maybe there are children involved. Maybe you have this perception of what a household family life should be like, and you don't want to break that idealism down. The thing is, I agree that family is super important and love and relationships should be a priority. But when it's real, when the love is there, when it's healthy, when it's positive, when it's benevolent, otherwise you're holding on to an idea but not an essence, which by default will crumble the idea itself. Um, And some of you, I'm picking up on an insecurity when it comes to giving your heart. So you're worried that if you really express yourself emotionally and give something fully to someone and show them how you feel and open up to them and be generous to them, it will be taken for granted or disrespected or belittled somehow. There's nothing wrong with you giving. If it's the wrong person, it won't work out. So don't change your giving and your generosity and your, being poetic and romantic and sweet and kind. Just figure out where's the right place to give it to, or who's the right person to give it to, someone who will honor it and respect it. And some of you I'm picking up are scared of rejection. And I do feel like you're in love with someone, you have feelings for them. So take a risk, Leo Moon and Leo Venus. Sometimes it's worth it. Okay. Thank you, Leos. I hope this was helpful. Virgo. Virgo Moon and Virgo Venus. What is blocking my seekers with Moon in Virgo and or Venus in Virgo in their love life? Okay, two cards just came out super easy. Ace of Swords and Three of Wands. So, interesting. Okay, it's not as much as there's a blockage as there is a process, a stage in life that you're on that there is no blockage for your love life. If you're not in a love relationship or your love life is not blossoming, it's not that there's a blockage as much as it's just a phase on your journey where you're on the way to something or you're waiting for the right person to come in. Like the right person exists for you. It's just it will happen in its right timing. There's no blockage. It's just a matter of time and preparedness. That's all. Like you're actually on your very track for it. I don't see any blockage right now. That's amazing. Like you've done well. You're in a place that is very aware of yourself, very conscientious, very and there is someone special out there for you. So nothing is blocking you. Just do whatever it is that you're doing, and this person will come in as they're supposed to. Um, and it's also like there's someone you're already with in a way, and maybe there's just a distance of some sort, but there's already a plan set in motion to meet with them. I'm picking up. That's cool. So, wow, a sign that got no blocks. Is that a first ever? Okay, good for you. Okay, so Libra Moon and or Libra Venus. And once again, guys, if you don't know your placements or if you just want to, check out other signs and have a wholesome image, you can watch your sun, rising, Jupiter, Mars. It's up to you. Lori, I'm a Leo, Venus, and Virgo Moon. Very interesting. Oh, I hope it was poignant or helpful. Okay. Libra. What is blocking Libra in their love life? What is blocking my Libra seekers, Libra Moon, and Venus in their love life? Okay, that's one. One more. It's two. So I have Two of Wands, you have Two of Wands and Queen of Cups. Okay, this is interesting. It seems like Libra, maybe some of you are when you're going through the process of getting to know someone or just meeting them, or even just in the first couple of months or few weeks, instead of being in the process of getting to know them and letting things evolve, and making sure that they're actually the right person for you, you go very quickly into a very intense mode of emotion, of assuredness, of all or nothing kind of thing. It's like you're giving yourself heart, body, and soul to someone relatively fast, and you still like, because you're feeling it, and you're intense. And it's interesting to have a Libra moon, Venus moon like that. I don't know, Venus Libra like that. Like, I don't know what your other placements are, but you become really like all or nothing fairly quickly without making sure that this is actually the right person for you or getting to know them. Now, maybe you're right. Maybe you pick up that they're perfect for you, but still the dynamic requires the process of, step by step in order for it to unfold that way. I did a 13th element, the curse and gift of being a seer, where you know something to be something, and you already feel it strongly, but then you behave in a way that as if you already have it or if it's already in the present, and that sabotages the process of making it to be. Okay, that's why it's tricky to know, and it's tricky to have to be in a place that does divination or sees, and that's something. It's part of the learning process of knowing how to. Okay, I recognize a potential to the future. I still need to live out the steps, especially if I'm dealing with someone else who doesn't see what I see. Like, you see something, but they're to them, they just met you and they just want to get to know you and make sure that it actually fits. You know what I mean? So that is what's blocking you and possibly making it too intense too fast, and sabotages it actually manifesting the way it can. Another thing is you might be a drama queen. You might take things that are legitimate and just a part of the process and make them too personal. Like, if someone can't meet you this weekend because they have work or school or whatever, you take it really personally, as if they're rejecting you, or they're not involved enough or loyal enough. Basically, what I'm telling you guys is take your foot off the gas and chill. I'm sorry, I just like to conclude all of it. Anyway, good luck with that. Oh, look, the bottom of the deck, King of Cups. So there is someone special for you. Maybe right now that you're dealing with, that this advice might be helpful. Look, they're just as emotional and connected and romantic as you are. Just give them a chance to have it happen and grow naturally, and let the love kind of show itself and lead the way, as opposed to trying to push it and force it and make it into like something to achieve that you just mind. Okay, I'm not saying that you're like that. I'm saying you might be like that. For those of you who are like that, then yeah. All right. Okay. So where are we now? We did Libra. Let's do Scorpio. Take a moment. All right. So Scorpio. What is blocking Scorpio Moon and Scorpio Venus in their love life? What is blocking my Scorpio Moons and Venus in their love life? What is blocking Scorpio Moon and Venus in their love life? Oh, Scorpio, you got your card. Your very essence. Just kidding. Okay. Oh, wow. Okay. Death card and Nine of Wands. Oh, actually, who asked me about choosing a deck? Um, I don't know if you're still here. Astarte, I don't know if I'm pronouncing your name correct, my dear, but Astarte, you asked about choosing a deck. Another one that is option. I actually never worked with it on the channel yet. It's the Night Sun Tarot. It's pretty cool. So that one is also something you can choose from. So the Rider-Waite, the Night Sun Tarot, or the Light Seers Tarot. Okay. Scorpio. So you're blocked by this and that. You're you're thinking about the ending before it even sometimes start, or you're holding on to what if this, how this will end, what if it will end, when it will end, and you're not going through the experience of being with someone, getting to know them for the sake of the journey. Like you're always thinking about the finality of things, and that really prevents you from enjoying the process or just being with someone. Look, everything ends. If you don't start something for the fear of how and if it will end, you will never start anything. Whether this will end in a week, a month, a year, 10 years, a lifetime, 10 lifetimes, you'll find out as it goes, as you go. But either way, if you connect with someone on a romantic, deep level, whatever time frame of experience you have with them will be meaningful and true. It's not like you're succeeding in avoiding falsities or things that are not meant to be by trying to figure out all the ways in which something can end. There's no way of doing that. And also nothing is really false, right? Every connection is mirroring something to us and we grow from. So let yourself enjoy the moment and not worry about the end. And definitely don't express paranoia as to, oh, someone is leaving me or ending things or wanting to go. Some of you, very few of you, have fear of death, of loss. And that requires therapy, talking to someone, because it's an intense thing to carry. Okay, if you're not going into a relationship because you're scared of a real loss, maybe you've dealt with grief before, then then um, then you need to talk to someone about it. Okay, yeah. So good luck, Scorpio. You can do it. I believe in you. Okay. Saggy Moon and Saggy Venus. Okay. Moon, Venus, and Sag. What is blocking your love life? Moon, Venus, and Sag. Moon and or Venus and Sag. Ooh, okay. Moon, Venus, and Sag. What is blocking? Okay. Interesting. So you have Nine of Swords and the Chariot. Um, hmm. I'm picking up that some of you have been abandoned by a parent or by someone very meaningful in your life. Could be a mentor or someone that was influential to you. There was a level of abandonment there, or distance, and that really registered in your system. And since then, it seems like you're always on the go and on the run, leaving before you are left, abandoning before you get abandoned, leaving a trail of broken hearts behind you. This is something you need to turn around and look in the mirror. Look in the, look into the eyes or the face of the person that you run away from before they run away from you, and see yourself reflecting in them, your inner child that was left behind. You're doing this to them now. It's a mechanism. You tell yourself you just want to be on the go and conquer and explore, but the truth is you're just running away. You're not being a conquering hero or whatever. You're a scared little boy or a scared little girl who's running away. No one seeks to run away from you. Whoever left you, this could be an issue with a father figure that I'm picking up on, or so you've either manifested, you've either grew into repeating that by doing it yourself to others, or by manifesting others doing that to you. So if you feel a repetition with partners, romantic situations where they do that to you, where they're constantly on the go or traveling or leaving, um, then once you heal that wound of, of the abandonment, your spirit won't have to manifest situations that reflect that wound to you every single time, right? It will keep hurting you until you feel the pain and address it. And if you suppress the pain and try to shun it away and run away with it and act tough, it will stay there. It will echo from the inside to the cosmos, and it will manifest a mirror image of that. So it's not in your conscious. You tell yourself you're this and that, but you are. Um, and you won't address the pain because of toxic positivity or because of new age delusions that are only hurting us, that aren't spiritual as they claim to be. And you ignore your pain, you suppress your anger because it's negative, allegedly, or whatever. You don't. It's like it's so. Oh my God, it's so unhealthy. Not you, but the approach of treating pain like it's something negative, never to be touched. It's so toxic and dangerous. And if you've been doing that for whatever reason, because you're told that it's positive or because you think it makes you stronger, it weakens you, and it is actually negative to do so because it keeps generating the pain, the wound, so that you'll deal with it. You gotta feel it. And I feel it right here in my chest, like something that has really left a mark. Um, I really hope this was helpful, Sagis. Um, okay, thank you guys. So let's move to Capricorn. Capricorn Moon and Capricorn Venus. What is blocking Moon in Capricorn or Venus in Capricorn in their love life? Oh. um, you have the Fool and Ten of Cups. Okay. How is this a block? Some of you are just really happy and there isn't a block. You're with someone that makes you really happy, you're joyous, you have a good family life, you feel free and open and expressive in it, and that's awesome. Um, but if we're looking for the blockage, the ideal perception of happy ever after and what it looks like and what it means. Some of you carry a very idealistic, fantasy oriented, very Disney like possibly of what happily ever after is and how it's absolutely perfect in every single way. And because inevitably relationships and romantic dynamics come with challenges and imperfections, you associate it with failure or not the right person, or and that makes you lose on potential happiness. So maybe consider the perception that you have on love and how it's supposed to be like and what family life is. And maybe consider that you have your own way that is personal and subjective and appropriate to your path in life when it comes to what kind of love or relationship you need or want. Maybe maybe the white picket fence and the family nest is the perfect thing for you. And maybe it's not. It's not a matter of right versus wrong. It's a matter of who you are. Don't sell out who you truly are for the sake of an ideal or an idea that you think is the perfect one and how it needs to be. Listen to your true self and what happiness is to you and for you. And go full on for it. Say no to things that aren't in alignment with that and pave the path that leads to it by saying only yes to the things that are in alignment with that. Okay? Cool. All right, Cappy. Thank you. Who's next? Aquarius. Aquarius moon or Aquarius Venus. What is blocking them in their love life? Too many cards. Less cards, please. What is blocking Aquarius moon Venus in their love life? This one. And two. Okay. King of Pentacles and Temperance. All right. Pretty simple, I would say. So, Aqua's Moon and Venus, some of you seem to make love about, have love be about, that maybe is the better phrasing. Um, you approach it like you approach work in a very systematic, planning, organized way of pros and cons, what are you supposed to do, who calls, when, how much you invest in it. Maybe you even have like a budget as to how much you would spend on dating, like something very systematic, and you know the plan, and you approach it from a very practical standpoint to your person, to the people you're dealing with. And the advice is to be more fluid and more emotional and more allowing things to just be and flow and be in the moment and not as planner, and also just listen to the person's needs. Don't assume that you know what it is they need based on what you think they are and who you think they are. Just really listen to what they say, also to what they don't say, and be in tune with their heart and with their spirit more than you are with, some of you, it's like, what I'm picking up? It's like someone who, I don't know, messes up and their person is upset with them. So in ways of apologizing, they buy them a gift, which is great. Gifts are fun and good, but they can't be instead of a genuine apology that recognizing what went wrong and what needs to change. Does that make sense? Like if you can't bribe forgiveness. It can be on top, it can be an addition, not instead. So it's just an example. I'm not saying all of you are doing that, but it's one of those things where it's like express more of your heart space and less of your practical. Look, love language of actions and of gifts is amazing and it's sweet and it's valid and it's important. But I feel like sometimes you're dealing with people who who need you to just listen or just say the right words, or who need to feel like you that you get them, and you're not necessarily immediately trying to fix things by giving advice or telling them what to do or how to go about things, and just be just be a shoulder. Okay, so less practicality, more romance. Good luck. Pisces. Okay, Pisces moon and Pisces Venus. What is blocking you in your love life? What is blocking your love life? Pisces moon and or Pisces Venus. What is blocking you in your love life? Oh, okay. So we have Ace of Wands and Seven of Swords, but Five of Pentacles also fell like at a distance from them. So these will be the answer, and I will address it. Okay. Pisces, you're running away from you're running away. You're like something great starts and you're like overthinking it and trying to convince yourself to leave because you have intense fear of things not working out. So you destroy them or leave them before they even get a chance. Like you sabotage by finding ways that you think will. Okay, so something great happens, something starts, it begins, it feels good, and then you're already picking up on all the ways it could possibly go wrong, and then you play them out to like prove that it can go wrong, and then it does go wrong, so you kind of manifest it going wrong. And the thing is, it wasn't prophetic, it was fear. It's not prophetic, it's fear. So you're creating a negative situation or an ending or a sabotage, not based on testing your prophetic knowledge and proving yourself that you were right. No, you're scared and your mind goes to the worst case scenario and then you play it out and then it happens. But you're actually, so if something good happens, just let it be. If it ends, it ends. What difference does it make if you ended it or if it just ended? Just let it be. Another aspect to this, if you have passion to someone who's tiptoeing, who's breadcrumbing, who's playing games, who's hot and cold, abort, abort, abort. I know it's a little different message. I'm getting two messages simultaneously. Abort. Don't entertain. It's not good for you. It's almost like the more they play with you like that, the more you're interested, the more you're hooked. It's not healthy. And it always leaves you out in the cold, exhausted, tormented, traumatized. We don't want that for you. Okay? All right. We did the full circle. I'm going to pull a couple of oracles for everyone, for the collective, for everyone who's watching live or afterwards on the recording. Just kind of a message to all seekers and shifters. A moment to take everyone to thank everyone. Hey Jackie, welcome. To thank everyone for being here, for tuning in. Thank you to my patrons. Thank you to my channel members. And thank you to my subscribers, everyone who chooses to be here. And if you choose not to be here, that's cool. You'll survive. I'll survive. Hey, life is a shindig. Let's not take things too seriously. Cheers. Mm. So, which Earl should we work? Which Oracle? Um, mm, let's do more than one if I feel like it. Why not? I'm really good on times. Like we're just an hour in after doing all the signs, which is impressive. Usually all signs take me like 2+ hours. I'm proud of my time, being on time. Let's do the I Ching. Message for all seekers who are watching from the I Ching, please. About what can liberate their love life. What can liberate you in your love life? Okay. We have number 45 hexagram, and we're going to read from the book. Tsui gathering together, above lake, below earth. The lake upon the earth, the vessel of community. Water running freely over the earth does not attain the depth of the lake with its does not attain the depth of the lake with its constraints. In the same way, people are stronger when they are gathered together within the vessel of community. A shared history adds depth to their connection, and they are unified through the honoring of ancestors and traditions. Such a spiritual life cannot be easily dissolved. I love this. The importance of community and togetherness and shared history and story. The art of storytelling evolved through community and through connection. We would not have all the archetypes and all the stories and all the moral, and the all the moral lesson and the allegories of all the stories ever if weren't for community and connection. And here we are moving away further and further, farther and farther away from that. And it's sad, but I believe in our power to reconnect. I think the past 3 years have brought us apart and separated us so that we could rearrange our molecules to better fit our, new timeline, in our next lifetime within a lifetime. That will lead to us reconnecting with, maybe better tribes or more suitable people. Or it's not about better or more suitable as much as it is just the next phase of the evolution. It's not to say that people in your past that you love can't come with you. Maybe they've evolved with you and you're just growing together, and maybe not. It was just a way to show us. And I feel like we're in a time frame in our society where we're very, very lonely and very separated from one another, but hopefully it's in the name of rearranging or reconnecting our own fragmented aspects so that our coming connection to our communities to come will again be more in alignment with who we truly are. Yeah. Okay, guys. I wish you to be aware of your blockages in your love life and to be able to release them and experience a very loving, fruitful, abundant life, full of connection. And I hope you have a really good week. We'll see. Maybe I'll go live again. Maybe I won't. I don't know. Depending on the mood. Okay. Stay magic. Stay true. I love you. Bye for now.